Hi everybody, this is Melodie Joy once again coming back to you to do another review, and this time actually a reaction, and this time it's gonna be Brandy. Why? Because I gotta give a shout out to my new subscriber and friend Jacinto Cortez Manuel. This is the second time he's like, girl, go look at Brandy's 2020 Census 2020 performance. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, we gotta go do that. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Jacinto, for your comment. And I haven't seen this. I don't know what to expect, but I know anything Brandy is gonna always be amazing. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of the subscribers that have pressed the little button, and look what I did for you. Look, do you see it over there? Subscribe. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you enjoy, I don't want to be begging you or nothing like that. Look, if you like it, you like me, you like my vibe, you like my, you know, my little funny quirkiness, then please subscribe because I would really appreciate it. Anyways, moving forward. Hold up. First off, the outfit and the hat. She looks so good. Shit makes you cry. Have you ever needed something so sad you can't? Hold up. Just the song itself, right? We all love that Brandy. I'm getting into the new version of what Brandy's releasing now, but this stuff, the Brandy that we know very well, just loving it. Sleep at night. Have you ever tried to find the words, but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Ooh. Why does her face look like the reflection of the light is just bouncing off of it so beautifully? Like, her skin tone and just, the highlighted areas, like just the whole thing. Beautiful. And them braids.
Cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around, but everybody knows almost doesn't count.
All right, hold up. We know there's two musicians, guitarist and a piano player. Obviously, she's using click tracks as all artists do when they want that live sound, but you know, they just have a few musicians. Clearly, her backgrounds are on point. I can't say enough about the tone of her voice and the texture of her voice. It's like wet, and what I mean by that is like, get your mind out the gutter. It is wet and juicy. Get your mind out the gutter. It's like breathy, wet and juicy, and it's not like dry and like stale. I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. It's just so rich, like a chocolate mousse or something like that.
Almost heard you saying you were finally free. What was always missing for you, babe? You found it in me. But you can't get to heaven.
Woo! But you can't get to heaven. She didn't add that.
Half off the ground, but everybody knows almost doesn't count. I can't keep on loving you. I hear a hesitation, heart that's never really sure.
Hold up. Just to let you know, I feel like this is not the original recording. she's obviously adding some more elements, different note choices this time around. So she's changing her ad libs and stuff, which you could do that live to show that you're really singing for real, for real. And I also kind of feel like maybe the backgrounds were zhuzhed up a little bit, changed, spiced up a little bit, changed up a little bit too for this performance, possibly. I don't know. Let me know if you're noticing the same difference that I am.
Every time you build me up, you only let me down.
Woo!
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
I can't keep on loving you.
Yeah.
I hear
Oh, these ad-libs.
hesitation. Never really sure. No, no, no.
Oh my God.
All that I could give you. You'll be sorry. Maybe you'll be cold.
Oh, I really like how she just went from all this like nice, strong, vocal, powerful stuff into maybe you'll be sorry, maybe you'll be cold. Just really nice, breathy, changing all of those different elements. Oh my God, I have to say, like, I know that Brandy always has like ad libs for days, but like the choices, the ad lib notes that she's choosing this time right now is just so, ooh, it's giving me tingles.
Maybe you'll come running back, babe, from the cruel world.
Yes.
Almost convinced me you're gonna stick around, but I know everybody knows.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh my God, this is bringing so many great memories. Nostalgia. That's hoops.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend, a helping hand you lend in my time of need. So I'm calling you now,
Yes.
just to make it through. What else can I do? Don't you hear my plea? But you should know that,
What up?
that I've got your back. It's
Let me listen to the BG feed. Hold up. You know what I'm noticing? I actually think these are her original BGVs. Like she hasn't done them, redone them since her voice has changed, like back when she was like 15. Which is so cute though, because I can hear it. Can you hear it? Can you hear her like little innocent like voice, the texture of it back then in the background vocals? Whereas her singing now, oh my God, everything about this is just amazing. Go.
And always for you, and I don't know. You'll always be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do know this girl.
Sing along, y'all. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on.
Yes! Wait a minute! These note choices. I know that over the course of her singing these songs live, she's developed certain nuances and certain changes, note changes in her ad-libs that are just like, oh, I kind of like that. So this right there is, this is everything.
The more, there ain't no other for me. It's only you. Wanna be, got to be down.
Yeah, yeah, you know that you just did that. That's why you said, You're so cool about it, too. Come on. I can't even, like, sit.
Oh, yeah.
hold on. Ooh, do you hear the juiciness? Ooh, but her low voice, oh God, there's something about it. It's got layers to it. Her low voice got layers to it. It's beautiful. Here we go.
There is no one else I think I'm more. I can't seem to forget. Can't get you out my head. It's the verdict sin. I'm crazy over you. How can one be down? Tell me where to start. 'Cause every time you smile, I feel tremors in my heart. I'm just a mess.
Yes.
You'll invest.
Wait a minute. Did you? I can't. Everything is coming at me so fast. These transitions. Oh God, girl, you're gonna make me cry. These transitions. One more time.
I cannot get with you till my day comes. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Do you see this? Do you see these goosebumps? I'm not playing. Like, do you see that? These transitions. This is what music does to me. Music is a universal language. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God. I can't. I need a moment. This is too much. This is like overload of the sensory system because my ears are hearing all these different things, talking about chord changes and like vocal textures, and then seeing her facial expression. She looks so comfortable. She looks like, yeah, I'm sitting here. I know I'm a badass. She's like, yeah, I know I just did that run. Yeah, I know you just noticed this transition. You like that, right? I just cut these new BGBs in the studio last week. Oh, she's so smooth with it.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my God.
Sitting up in my
I'm literally getting emotional.
all about you, babe. I'm just for you, baby, baby, baby.
Oh, this sounds so good. This is so.
Come on, you know I pray that you'll invest in my happiness. See, I turn my heart around if I'm making ground up. Sitting up in my room,
Giving me all the feels.
I'm just a mess with a thing for you.
Wait. Seriously, I'm seriously getting emotional because something about the whole feeling of this thing. Like, I don't know, I don't want to be such a dork, but literally I am. I'm getting like emotional. Like it's bringing, a little bit of mistiness is coming down. Um, Miss Brandy, thank you for coming back and for gracing us with your voice. Side note, I'm not trying to turn it around and make it about myself, but we may not know each other. This might be the first time that you know who I am, or like, who's this girl, Melodie Joy? It's funny because the reaction that I'm having towards Brandy might be the same reaction that people have towards me. Why? Because I've been in the music industry since I was 15 years old. And I did actually very, very, very well back in the day. A lot of stuff happened in the middle between then and now that one day I might go into a story time and tell all of that. But it was a whole lot of drama from record companies. All the stories that you've heard from like TLC, the lovely Miss JoJo, who was like the youngest artist, like 12 or 13 or whatever, and she ran into issues too. Those are basically my story as well. And as I'm sitting here listening to Brandy basically singing all of her older songs, the songs that have brought me so much joy, that have pictures, in my head of the memories during those times, I kind of put myself in somebody else's shoes that is like, yo, what has happened to Melodie Joy? I want to hear those songs from back in the day. They were Latin, Spanish songs back in the day, and they have maybe the same feelings. First of all, why am I getting emotional? I don't know. First of all, I think I want to apologize. It's been a struggle to get back in the live venture and in front of people's faces and being able to sing these songs that have brought you so much joy, because these particular songs and that particular era for me is a mixture of emotions. And I've never really spoken about that, but they're a mixture of emotions because they were the highest point in my life when I was able to release some music at that age when I was 15, and it was great, but it was also the most tormenting time in my life where I started developing some man, I think we're gonna go there. I started developing some issues um, with anxiety because of everything that was happening to me at the time with the label, and kind of them, not kind of, them blackballing me. And how I chose to deal with that throughout those years is, there's a part of me, and I hate to say this, but this is, I'm talking directly to my fans from like when I was back in the day, 15. There was a part of me that really despised, and sometimes despises, and I might still need some healing from this. Despises that time, and despises that album, and despises those songs, and despises singing it in Spanish and just everything. I know this sounds crazy. But now that I'm listening to Brandy and I'm over here having a moment and I'm literally getting emotional about it, listening to her, because her voice makes a difference in my life. And then I'm sitting here thinking, do people have that same reaction with me? Does my voice make a difference in somebody's life? And I really want to get to that point where, it's not about me, it's not about my feelings, it's not about, what traumatic emotions that brings up for me. And there was a lot of artists during that time that know exactly what happened, to me. And they have gone to do tremendous things. And a part of me has seriously felt like that should be me. What I'm seeing on the stage and all these different things, that should be me. I felt like this record company took it away from me. I felt like they took it away from me. So the only way that I could deal with it was I completely shut it out. I completely blocked it out. I blocked out my first album, Virus del Milenio. I blocked it out. And in English, that means like the Millennium Virus. This was right in 1999, right before everything started coming out with this whole Y2K situation. And I blocked it out for so many years because it was traumatic for me. But I want to apologize for all of the viewers out there. I really do need to make peace. And in some ways, I have made peace with that era of my life, but in other ways, it hurts. It still hurts because I see other artists, and you can fill in the blank who these other artists are. I see them in places and in platforms and on stages and on interviews and on TV programs that I have envisioned for myself. For a few years, I just I might have kind of just like, I don't know, guys. I might have like just given up on that a little bit. Um this is like turned into a whole nother, this is turned into a therapy session. Like I'm in therapy right now. um but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be in the flow of this thing and just open up, but I don't want to say too much. I think I've said enough already. But that time has been really, it it was the best and the worst time of my life. I know that my music and my artistry has paved the way for a lot of different artists out here. And I congratulate them for their success because obviously, everybody has a calling on their life, and and it's important to celebrate other people, other women and men who God has been elevating, and that's awesome. That really is awesome. I'll be really honest with you. I'm speaking directly to my fans right now. I'll be really honest with you. A little bit about growing up. I didn't listen to a lot of Christian music. I'm gonna be 100% real. This is the reasons why. To me, when I was a little adolescent kid, what I was listening to in Christian music was a little whack. It was just like the old school type stuff until Out of Eden came along. And Out of Eden changed my whole entire life because Out of Eden was like really, really cool. But I will tell you something in connection with what I just said. I have to wonder and ask God, God, was it your intention for me to start off doing Latin Christian stuff? But is it now your intention to move away from that and completely, totally rebrand myself? I don't know, but I have to think outside of the box because my parents never taught me to be scared of, afraid of, like for religious reasons, of the secular world, secular artists, secular music. That secular music was played in my house and it was played loud and clear for the purposes of instruction, for the purposes of learning, of vocal training. Why do you think so many out there, that have heard my first album, some of the other stuff and the other songs that I've released have said, oh my God, this girl sounds like, she's like Mariah Carey, but like a Christian version. I do not know of other artists in that particular genre that do that. And the reason is because I was heavily, heavily influenced by a lot of secular vocalists who their platform was in the secular arena, but they were raised in church and they grew up in church, but their main platform was in the secular arena. So it's like these voices like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston and Brandy. Her father, wasn't he like a pastor? And like gospel music has infiltrated the R&B and secular movement so much. Beyonce. Say what you want to say about all these different artists coming from just a religious experience. Say what you want to say. I believe that God elevates people to different levels. And so I have to ask God, was it your intention to start me off in Latin Christian music? And now is it your intention to completely change or expand my territory, like Jabez in the Bible, to expand my territory into the secular arena? Is that what you're trying to do? And I would ask you, seriously, my fans, the people that have known me for many years, I would ask you, how do you feel about that? Because there's been a lot of things in my life that I have not posted because they have been secular related. And I know that especially in the Latin Christian world, it is very bad to kind of associate yourself with that. You're considered like royalty when you have just, zone in into the whole Christian market and stuff, which is great. But once again, I've never been the cookie cutter type inside the four walls of church. That has never been me. I've always felt like I've been called to something greater, something bigger, something stepping outside the lines while still keeping my beliefs intact, while still keeping my salvation. Like that's never going to change. I want to know how you would react as a fan. What if I went totally secular? What would that do to you? Would you discount everything that I've done up until that point? Like honestly, truly. And I mean, and if some people do, I don't know what to say. It's like I can't please everybody. I can't please everybody, nor do I want to. I know that life sucks. When you're a people pleaser, that life sucks. Now the big question is, if God does open up doors for me to go secular, will you stick around? And that's the big question. I guess we'll have to see, because I'm doing everything that I can carnally with my flesh, with my thinking, with my mind, with everything that I can do personally, until and when God intervenes on where I feel he's calling me and the projects that he wants me to do next. Like, what if something else blows up that's not Christian for me? Like, I don't know. I would really hope that you wouldn't be a hater. But if you are, I don't have time for haters. No, I just don't, because either you're for me or you're not. It's just unfortunately religious beliefs or religion itself and not the relationship and the grace of Jesus Christ really does divide so much of the faith-based community, with all of our different denominations and all of our different customs and all of our different traditions and all of our different convictions. Oh, drink or not to drink, wear pants or wear skirts, no makeup or fully beat, looking crazy out in these streets defines people as being more holy. But when you are fashionable from head to toe, it's like, ooh, this girl looks too much like somebody else that I like. It's just so many things that divide us. I'm like, this is a whole lot that I'm releasing. I think I'm getting therapy right now. I really am. It is a whole lot of pressure when an artist is made to feel like they have to stay right in this corner. And I get it for business purposes because I understand the mentality of the record label companies. I get it. But what happens is if you do that too much, you stifle the art in the artist. Anyways, I think I need to get back to listening to some Brandy because I went totally off here. I don't know if I can get back to this. I will. I might turn this into a separate video. I don't even know what. I need to spend more time figuring out what God wants me to do next and who God wants me to do it for, with, around. But it has not been easy out in these streets. I have to think that God has something bigger for me, better for me. And I don't mean that in a condescending way, as if to say everything that I've done and achieved previously is not good enough. It's not what I mean. But there's got to be more, because I still want more. I still want more. Let me just play this Brandy stuff. Let me get back into the whole thing. Okay.
Come on, you know I'll pray that you'll invest in my happiness. See, I turn my heart around. It's come making ground up. Sitting up in my room. I'm just a mess with a thing for you.
Yes. I don't know what to do with myself. What do you mean? Are you hearing this? She's basically transitioning with her vocals. Like, I mean, I know the piano guy's there and the guitarist is there, but she's just like, no. We're going to transition with my vocals in 3-part harmony, 4-part harmony, layered, like 20 stacks of layered BGVs. The art of BGV vocal arrangements is powerful. They tell a story. It's like the ebb and the flow. It's like a wave. You ride that wave. Sometimes the BGVs can be like real powerful and violent and scratchy and rough, and then it takes you to the calm stream, you know. I
The first real love. My baby got them dreams she could touch, and a voice from above. She's a pearl in the rough.
I don't think she's singing.
It takes a village to raise her. We don't do it all by ourselves.
Hi,
She ain't singing.
I'm Jill Biden.
How
Election Day
dare
is
you?
November 3rd. It's going
How
to be the
dare
most
you
important election day
interrupt?
any of us will experience.
Brandy!
Make your plan to vote on November 3rd. We need
Nobody
you
cares.
to win
Not right
this fight.
now. We're listening to
Thank
Brandy. Bye. Oh my God.
I know my smile can be upstage, and on the stage I provide like a daddy and a mother. Father, I give my life, put that on my life.
Hold on. Who else thinks that she's actually overdubbing right now? I think she's overdubbing, lip syncing right now. Yeah, I really do, because I felt like I heard a difference in mic quality on this particular track. I don't know. Let me know if you agree. I don't know what your thoughts are. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know some of these tricks. Some of the camera tricks, what happens when you're lip syncing, that's why they're doing a lot of back footage, because you don't want to see the differences in lip syncing. I really honestly don't think that she's singing this song live. The microphone, I'm sure, is still turned on, and I'm sure she's still actually singing, you know, in the room itself, but that microphone might be very, very low. And so what they're probably choosing to do is they're probably just choosing to use the entire studio edit of this particular song, so the quality sounds like really good. And which is, I'm not hating, because she could do that. I mean, hello, she's one of the few that can. I mean, everybody knows you can sing, so if you need a moment to just get the quality out there of this song, that's totally fine, girl. We know that.
Single mama.
I'm really slow to this. Guys, I have been working way too much. I should be already listening to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Spotify. Do you guys like streaming better, or do you guys like purchasing the actual physical album? I really need to know this, because I love physical albums. Why? Because I am a student. I'm a studier of the albums and all the physical albums of every artist that I've ever bought an album from, which is a majority of Miss Mariah Carey. The reason is because I'm weird. I smell the booklet. I'm freaking weird. I know it. I love when they provide the lyrics of the songs. And that's how I created my own booklet on my album. It's like done like it is back in the day. It tells you all the producers, all the people involved, all the thank yous and all the edits and all the credits and all that stuff. And I love reading that, because I want to know who you work with. I want to know who gave you that sound, like who arranged your background vocals. Those things are so interesting to me, and I feel like sometimes I get lost in translation when it's just streaming. This, to me, was an amazing performance. This brought back so many memories back in the day for me. I'm actually really glad that I went over this. And I had a therapy session in the middle of it, so forgive me. I hope that you will forgive me on that. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Like, comment, do all those different things. Check it out. Everything is on the description below. I really appreciate you. I gotta go. It is a beautiful, awesome day, and we're gonna do some more reactions. So thank you for tuning in. You know exactly what to do. Spread love. And until next time, I will see you later. Ciao.